If the eye can do it, so can the camera. Oof. Oof. So, for the first hour of every day, along with the last hour of the day, it is safe to do what is known as sun gazing. And so since the camera won't pick it up at this point, let's get it to a nice... I will just look at it myself. And you can stare directly in the sun, into the sun. Therefore harnessing its full energy capacity. So when they tell you not to look at the sun, of course, if you look at the sun in the middle of the day, dead on, directly in the center, you will hurt your eyes. And that's simply because your eyes are not acclimated to the sun's rays. However, because of its distance at sunrise and sunset from you, the viewer, it is not emitting the harmful rays that you would otherwise be getting if you looked at it in the middle of the day. So, like all things, with practice, and time, you can acclimate your eyes to look directly at the sun, which I am doing currently and have been doing for the last few minutes with no strain on my eyes whatsoever. Now, a note of interest is that when you think of the sun, you ask yourself, what color is the sun? What you recall, what you think about, what color is it? Well, when you actually look at it, not through the lens of the camera, but what I'm actually doing, you will see that the sun is actually white. It is a white light. However, over time, it has been depicted as this yellow, glowing, burning ball. However, look at it. I'm looking at it right now. It is white. And it's fun because right around it, you have this super bright ring. You have a white circle, solid white circle, with this thin white line that just kind of pulsates and goes around it, depending on how I'm looking at it. Great stuff. I encourage everyone to do it. Fun fact. They discovered a gentleman in India, a yogi type of fella, that purportedly could go weeks without eating any solids or drinking any liquids. Maybe he'd have a sip of water once a week. But other than that, no solid food whatsoever. And when they heard about this, they said, that's gotta be a hoax. We gotta check it out. But of course, they checked it out. So under clinical trials, they put said gentleman in a facility where they could monitor him for days on end. And I believe the official count was over 100 days without food, any food. And I don't recall if there was a little bit of water. Like I said, if there was, it was a glass of water a week. And of course, like all science, you have to record your findings. So he was strapped up to all the gadgets and monitoring equipment for vital signs and heart rate. Perfectly healthy and normal throughout. So, in summation, when they tell you, do not look into the sun, but didn't they discover that there was a gentleman who sun gazes, which is the act of looking at the sun to harness its energy? I mean, the sun is a ball of energy, the source of life. Without it, there would be no tomorrow. And of course, it's written into scripture as allegory and metaphor to truly bring home the point of just how important it is to the very fabric of existence. Just as the sun rises, it will set again and again. So on that note, in that tone, on this the day in the year of our rulers, February the 15th, 2024. Bonjour, good day.